Okay. Let me prepare my food. So, I'm going live because I have not posted in a while. Even though I have a video that should be out by the end of the week. I'm on my lunch break. But I have a video that should be out by the end of the week. It's pretty much done. I just gotta add a couple things. But I just want to talk about a couple things that was just on my mind today. So, one of them being Baddies East, which I think one of these days, maybe like the next season, I'm gonna do like reviews of it. The only thing about that is I feel like it would take the fun out of watching the show because I gotta take notes and everything. I'm just eating McDonald's, which they have the best barbecue sauce in the game. But anyways, I wanted to talk about how you know, people are not feeling Rolly, and rightfully so. She been on some other stuff, and I asked for a Frozen Coke. The girl, she just, I don't know what she heard when I was ordering. I don't know if the microphones, I don't know what happened, but people have not been liking Rolly this season, and rightfully so, right? She been acting kind of weird, but I feel like people are using this as an excuse to fat shame her. Like, this is how you felt about her the whole time. If you automatically start fat shaming her because you don't like her behavior on the show, it's weird. Now, how I feel, so pretty much the major thing that's been happening is the thing with T. I don't really like T, I'll be honest. I don't like her. However, I don't think all three of them should have fought her that night. I think Scarface fighting her, it kind of made sense because she was looking at Scarface crazy. I think Scotty fighting her was a weak move, but Scotty this season has been looking for her moment. I think they must have told Scotty, if you don't pipe it up this season, you can't come back. But I think Scotty needs to get another job for real, because she adds like little to no value to the show. I'm not gonna lie, and she never has. Like, she's never been an interesting part of the show. So she's been doing the most, and I think like when she fought T, it's like you had all the time in the world to have already fought this girl over your issue with her, but you chose to do it with people already fighting her. Weird. And then Rolly, I mean, she dropped their stuff and everything, so it's like, okay, duh, y'all gonna fight. So in that situation, for me, only Scotty was wrong. So fast forward, when T comes back in the house, there was no reason to fight her at that point. Like, it wasn't necessary. And I'm like, I hate that y'all making me be on T's side, because I really don't like her. Like, I could tell she's the type of person I would not rock with in real life, but I don't think that's a reason to fight her, you know? And then also, matter of fact, let's pivot real quick to Jocelyn's Cabaret. That show there, it's run its course. Like, there is no clear, like, Jocelyn just needs to do like her own little Bad Girls Clubhouse, because, sorry, I got a burp. Because the Cabaret does not exist. It is not a real thing. Like, in every season that gets more and more clear. And after they stopped fighting on the part 2 of the reunion, I stopped watching. I'm like, I don't really care what's going on. But it's so weird to me, like, Jocelyn she could be a cult leader, because the way she convinces these women that she is the best thing that God has ever brought to them, I'm like, are y'all dumb? Like, Danny and Andrea, I think her name was, they literally started to fight people on Jocelyn's behalf. The same thing that Diamond and, which one was the one that said the N-word and she ain't black? Diamond and Raven. Diamond's the one that said the N-word. And Raven. They did the same thing the season before, and Jocelyn literally choke slammed Raven the last season. Like, I don't know why y'all are showing loyalty to Jocelyn when she will turn on you so quick. And she's crying like, I've done more for these girls than their mothers have done, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you literally humiliate them in front of the whole entire world. I don't know, like, I don't know if that's something they should be grateful for, you know? These fries are not that hot. I expect them to be really hot. But I'm just like, Jocelyn's Cabaret is like, it's getting old. It really is. But the reunion really made me like Lucky and Daisy, because they did not back down. And I know that's probably like hard to do in a group of people that do not like you. I love people like that just stand on it no matter. Hey girl, how are you? Just talking about Baddies East, and well, I was just talking about Jocelyn's Cabaret just now. But yeah, back to Baddies East. Natalie, I want to talk about how, period, don't forget to like the video, even though you don't want to hear it right now, but you know, maybe that'll come later. But I was talking about Natalie. Oh, Baddies East. Baddies East, how it'll never be Bad Girls Club. Cause it's just not the same vibe. Like, I don't know if you ever watched Bad Girls Club, but it works. Shows like that work because the people on there are trying to become famous. They're not already famous or well known. Baddies, the girls on there are already famous and they don't want to put their phones down. That's the real tea. You got to take the phones out of the equation for it to really work. Because if people can really sit there and play the back and just be texting on their phone, it's not going to create interesting content. But I also have a theory that I don't know how Zeus makes money. Like, I know they make them off the subscriptions, but the subscription is like $4.99 and it has never gone up. And I mean, I'm not complaining because I can afford that, but they don't have ads. Like, I know at times they probably have like product placements, but I'm trying to figure out where the money comes from, because you can't really think of a streaming service that's charging that little and doesn't have ads, like doesn't even have an ad option. And then they do all their production in-house too, so that's expensive. Like paying camera people, paying editors, paying the talent, like that's expensive. They're not even just streaming other people's content. So I don't know what's going on there. To me, it looks like money laundering, but I don't know, you know, that's alleged. I don't really know, but I just can't wrap my head around how Zeus is making money besides product placements, maybe. And maybe they get to an Instagram bag that I'm just not aware of, but everybody that works for Zeus talks about how they're making all this money. Natalie Nunn, Jocelyn, Krishan. How can they afford to pay everybody all this money off subscriptions alone? And $5 subscriptions at that. That's weird. That's suspicious. So, but yeah, Baddies is cool. Like, I'll watch it because it serves its purpose. Jocelyn's Cabaret does not serve its purpose. It needs to just not be a thing. And then that's pretty much all I want to say about Baddies. Scotty and Rolly need to find new jobs. We're tired of them. Scotty, Rolly. Yeah, just honestly, just throw the whole cast away. I don't think anybody needs to come back. I don't think Krishan needs to come back ever again. I think she served her purpose, and Krishan can go do other things. She already has her own other show. I don't know why they keep putting her back on Baddies. I was gonna say something else. I don't see anybody from that cast that needs to come back besides Natalie. You can keep Natalie, but change literally everybody else out. Every single person. Somebody said it would be nice to see, who did they say? Oh, Daisy from Jocelyn's Cabaret on Baddies. That would be cute. Honestly, a lot of the girls from Jocelyn's Cabaret would be cool on Baddies. But we need to stop just bringing the same people back and having the OGs. Like, you get your season, do what you can do on your season, and then you're done. You have to move on, like, because it stops being interesting, like, and it starts being predictable. Okay, but yeah, that's it on that subject. So now on to Keke Palmer and her baby daddy. This morning they released the audio that Sharonis Jackson was talking about was going to be so much, it's going to be so much evidence to whatever that Keke isn't, like, you know, telling the truth and all this other stuff, but it really wasn't. Like, it really did not do what they thought it was going to do. First of all, I don't know. It's like, I think for me, if anybody I was close to was getting abused by their partner, or let's say I had a child, and my child is getting abused by their partner, and I get the opportunity to chime in, just know I would be saying worse stuff than what she said. The only thing I don't agree with is, like, you know, her. Am I still live? I think it stopped it. Okay, I'm still live. Okay. Anyway, I lost my thought. Oh, yeah, if I had a child and they were getting, like, abused and stuff like that by their partner, I would say much worse than what her mom said. The only thing I don't agree with was the stuff about Usher's sexuality and stuff like that. But it's not like she thought the call was going to come out. So it's like, sometimes you say stuff when you think it's going to be private. But no excuse for that. We won't give any excuses for that. But other than that, I'm like, y'all think this is bad? The stuff, if yeah. Let me not get too far into what I would do and would not do, but I'm like, if anything, it just proves Keke's point. Like, I think that those two are really, like, something, they need therapy or something. I don't know. Like, it seems like they both have their issues, him and his brother. And I just feel bad for Keke, because I understand a lot of people was like, well, why would she stay with him and all this other stuff? And I get it. I don't have kids. These fries are gross. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be so hungry. I hate that. Hate that for me. I should just got a better meal, but I couldn't think of what to eat. But I understand. I don't have kids, but I understand why people will stay with a partner that's maybe abusive or just not the best person when they have kids versus, you know, when they don't, because you have like you have another person to think about. So it's like, well, if I can make it work, obviously I want to make it work. So I understand why she, like, stayed with him and stuff like that, and I feel bad for her that she has to go through this. But obviously she's in a much better position than most women in abusive situations, because she does have the resources to leave and take time away and all that other stuff. And she clearly has family support, because her mom was going in on him. But it's just so crazy to me how people will really, like, when a black woman says something, people just don't want to believe her. Like, this situation reminds me so much of the Meg Thee Stallion situation. How Meg Thee Stallion, she didn't even initially say anything about it. And then when she finally said something about it, people don't believe her. Then when it goes to trial and she wins the trial, well, not even she, the state of California or whatever wins the trial, people still don't believe her. I'm like, it's just like, as a black woman, you're never gonna get support. You're never gonna be believed. And one thing, I'm always gonna believe black people. I mean, black women, but black people too, if if it tracks. But black women especially, like even with the Carly Russell situation, I believed her at first, and I don't care. I don't feel no type of way. I believed her at first. She came out, said she was lying for whatever reason, and it is what it is. Mona / Don't Call Me White Girl, she had a really nice take on this. I think it's on YouTube. She had a really nice take on it. Like, people want her to like go to jail and stuff and all this stuff for lying and wasting resources. It's like, y'all are the ops. It's literally not that deep. Like, I've never seen more black people want a black person to go to jail over something that's literally not that deep. Like, it's literally not. But I believed her at first, and she came out to be lying. It's like, okay, she's lying. On to the next. But I'm gonna always believe black women first. So if it comes out that Keke is leaving something out of the story or whatever, could be, but I believe her wholeheartedly. We ride it down for Keke Palmer, period. And I just hate that for her. I hate that for black women, because it's like, it makes you think, like, if you're ever in that situation, people are just inclined not to believe you. And then it's also like, I think like people will literally push you to the edge. This reminds me of the song Meg Thee Stallion just released, Cobra. I love that song. I like the beat and everything, but like, people literally will push you to your breaking point. It's like they want to see you like literally mentally break. And it makes no sense. And Darius probably was pushing her. Like, even the stuff, there was one part where she was like, I forget, I'm not going to misquote the thing. But I'm like, I can't blame her, because a man will push you to that point where you like, I don't say anything. And I got a friend, she would have said worse for less. So I'm like, that little voicemail and all those little audio recordings, that's nothing. You better be glad that's all she said. Like, because I know people that would have said way worse for way less. But anyways, should I tell y'all a quick thing that irritated me about my love life? I always have to mention my love life in every live. And since there's nobody on here, I'm gonna just say it. Because I know somebody's gonna watch it back, but I feel like when people watch it back, they're not gonna watch it to where we at, 17 minutes and 45 seconds. They're gonna stop it at probably the Baddies part. So I feel like I feel like I've talked about in a video that I've had like a little toxic situationship going on or whatever. And so anyways, we've just been talking a lot lately. I don't know why. I don't really initiate a lot of conversation, because I'm just like, I try to divest from the situation so that it doesn't hurt my feelings, basically. You know, I've just learned, because it's been years of this, since 2018. I don't know if I've ever put a year on it, but since 2018, mind you, it's 2023, we've been through a global pandemic. Also, I blocked this man for 8 months at one point. I had him blocked from August to May. So you would have thought that would have been it, like 8 months, zero contact, not following each other on social media, literally not talking at all. But for some reason, this past May, I unblocked him, and it's just been crazy since then. Well, not crazy, but we've been in communication since then, and it's like nothing ever stopped. And part of me is like, I don't know. I don't regret unblocking him, because I was thinking about him, so that's why I unblocked him, because I'm like, well, he's been blocked for this long, and he's still on my mind, so it's like the blocking is not working. And I wasn't following him on social media, like nothing. There was no contact at all. So anyways, I think he got voodoo on me or something. But anyways, all that to say, that's just background information. So we've been talking recently. I just feel like he's so flip-floppy. And if I didn't know him, I would think he's trying to manipulate me. But I just don't get manipulator vibes from him. And like I said, I've known him since 2018, so I feel like I would have picked up on that vibe, not if not with me, with his relationship with somebody else. Or like, you know, friendships and stuff like that, if he was manipulative. But I don't think he's necessarily manipulative, but he's very wishy-washy. Like one day it's like a lot of like, I don't want to give examples, so I don't want to get too much, but just, you know, acting like he really cares about me a lot. And then the next day it'll be like silence. I hear nothing. And so either way, I don't really provide a reaction. But it's just weird. Like, why do you do that? And it's like, I don't know. I feel like, why are you trying to play with my head? Like, what's going on? But I refuse to give a reaction because I don't even like even making this, because I'm like, he does watch my channel, but I don't think he would watch this far into a video. But what was I gonna say? So yesterday, so the day before yesterday, Monday, we was talking for like a long time that night. Had a good conversation about just lots of things. And so we hang up. And I'm like, cool. The next day we don't talk, or yesterday we didn't talk most of the day. But I sent him a song and I said, tell me what you think. Now, context, he had sent me a song like a couple days before that. So that's why I sent whatever. But this man does not reply. I sent that at 2:02 p.m. Tell me why he replied at 11:05 a.m. today, the next day. And I'm like, I'm not a person that cares about you texting me 24/7, but like that's so long. Like that, it's not 24 hours, but it's basically like that's such a long time to just like not even acknowledge my message at all. And I'm not even that type of girl that be like caring about if you text back fast, but just acknowledge it. It's weird. I didn't like that. And I'm like, like usually with him, I just let that slide because I'm like, that's just how he is. But I'm like, I'm over it. Like, I'm over you kind of trying to play with my emotions. And I realized I can't invest too much either way. Like when he's like acting like he cares so much about me and blah, 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 I literally have to, okay. When he's not texting back, blah, 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 okay. I probably should cut him off, but I don't know what's stopping me. So open to thoughts and opinions if you made it to this far in the live. About what to do, because I'm like, it's annoying. Like, and I'm telling y'all, if I didn't know him, I'd be like, oh, he's trying to, like, if a friend told me this, I would be like, he's trying to manipulate you. But I don't know. Anyways, I didn't text back this morning when he texted me at 11 something a.m. I did not text back because I don't have nothing to say. Like, and I'm like, if I say something, it's gonna be like, it took you that long to think of a reply, because the reply wasn't even that good. The reply to the song was like, it wasn't what I expected. So it's like, if I text back, I won't have anything nice to say. Don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And that's it. Anyways, I'm about to go. It's people starting to come in the live and I'm starting to get scared, nervous, because I was just telling my business. So I guess y'all gonna have to watch the replay because I gotta get off here. I don't know who y'all is and I don't want to know. But I'm glad y'all decided to join. And I think I said everything that was on my mind for the day. And I do need to get back into work. I have things to do. It's already 1-something p.m. Actually, I really don't have to because I haven't been on my break the whole time. But I just probably will, so I can shut up, because I done said too much already. So I'll see y'all later. Peace out.